Welcome back, family and friends, to another episode of Independent Joe. Was there a little bit of excitement in my voice? Kind of, not really, but I'm excited because I get to try two pretty good, from what I hear. And to be fair, I tried them a while back, like a few months ago, and I brought the bottles back with me from my friend's house over there at Max Barbecue. My brother Adam gifted the channel the bottle of Blood Oath, and then I saw he had extras of this, so I made sure that I gave him a little bit of money or what he paid for it. So he was awesome enough to allow me to do that, and I appreciate it. I couldn't for a while couldn't find them here, and except for those places that charge a little extra. So he gave me a better deal, and I appreciate that. Love that guy. He's my brother, and yeah. So I've been holding on to these bottles, trying to figure out how I should do the video. And I thought, shoot, they basically came out at the same time, around April time frame of 2022. I need to taste them anyways because the end of the year is coming up. Got to figure out the top 5, 10, whatever it is that I'm going to do this year. Not the top 50 like I did last year. Definitely not going to do that again. But it will be a top 5 and a top 10. And I got to figure out some of these whiskeys and see whether or not they're in my top 10. So I'm shooting for that 200 videos before the end of the year so that I can get a lot of these whiskeys that I have acquired throughout this year, and try to figure out which one's the best. And these ones are pretty good. If I could remember correctly, this one is really sweet, really nice. Same thing in this one. This one, they both come in at a really low proof, but that's almost all Orphan Barrels. I won't say all because I do have one that is a cask strength. But this one right here comes in at 90 proof. It is 14 years old. This is from the Orphan Barrel Distillery, and this is from Lux Row, the Lux Row Distillery, the Blood Oaths. This is packed 8. So this year's offerings. This one is finished in the Calvados barrels. This one doesn't say that it's finished, but it is a blend. It is a blend of one of their Orphan Barrels, the old Barter House, the Forged Oak. It doesn't give the percentages of how much of each is in here. And then like 4 or 5 other Orphan Barrels are like blended together to make this. So that's why I think it's pretty good. This one right here is also a blend, and only one of 3 different barrels. And one of the barrels is an 8-year that is finished in finished for 8 years in that Calvados cask, while the other 2 is a 14-year and an 11-year barrels that are blended together and then make up this. This is all Kentucky Wild. This is sourced from Indiana and Kentucky, so it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be a pretty good little versus, not really a battle, because I'm not gonna challenge myself like I did the other day, or was it yesterday's video that where I did the 5, and then man, that video was long, right? But yeah, I got to get my top 5 out there, at some point. Man, I got to cut those videos shorter. But I think the next top 5 video, when I do a top 5, if I do a top 5, which I probably will, because it seems like everybody's doing their top stuff. I'm gonna just be sipping on maybe one of the drinks, and then give you my top 5 and just talk about each one. And I think that'll go a lot quicker, because trying to figure out what I like better and the flavors and stuff, I know what I like, and I like them all. So that was tough. Then I start going on these rants like I'm doing now. But yeah, another reason why this is one of those memorable dates for me, because as of the 18th of October, and if you remember from last year, 18th of October, the 25th of October, we did a live stream, 2 live streams celebrating the lives of these 17 Marines who gave their lives over there in Afghanistan. And Anthony, the one who was heading it, made statues of the lost soldier with the rifle, the helmet, and the boots. And started his journey November 10th of last year, when we actually did a big charity event over there in Oklahoma at my buddy's restaurant, Max Barbecue. And his brother Manny, who is also the videographer, the director, the filmmaker, doing a good job of getting everybody together and doing interviews and stuff like that. It was just awesome. And I thought I'd just kind of remind you guys that's still coming out. I don't know if you know how films work, but they're going through the process right now of putting all that footage together. They got like 800, 900 hours of footage they're trying to break down and put into 2 hours. So if you can imagine trying to do all that, trying to pick and choose, and it's hard to leave anything out. They might even make a series out of it. Who knows? Right now, I know they're talking with like Netflix and other different platforms that maybe they can put it on so that they can get it out to everybody so everybody can see it. And that's going to be awesome when it comes out. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank everybody again for that. I mean, that was 2 awesome nights of people coming together, whiskey community coming together like we always do, donating bottles. Everybody donated bottles, donating time to jump on the streams and talk with Anthony and Manny. It was just an awesome stream, charity stream. And I just remembered that oh wow, it is that time frame where we were in that. And right, it's October 20th now, or maybe 21st. I'm not sure if the 20th, 21st. Yeah, 21st. So on the 18th and the 25th. So we're right in between there. And I thought, yeah, I'd give you all a reminder of and an appreciation and thank you for you guys' support. This channel has gone through a lot in this whole year. Subscribers and people unsubscribing. It's all good because life goes on, life moves on, and I've seen an overwhelming amount of love and appreciation and you taking this journey with me. And I just can't thank you enough for everybody who has subscribed up to this point. Just a few names. I just wanted to mention a few names because for some reason it doesn't give me everybody's names who subscribe, and I know there's more than this, and I appreciate you, but I think when you put your name in the thing as private, then it won't let people know that you're subscribing to them. So that's one way to let people know that you're not subscribed to them. So, but I appreciate you anyways. And just a few names. I know Chris. He has a channel. Pretty cool dude. He messaged me as soon as he subscribed, and I subscribed back to him. Good guy. And he just said, hey man, I just want to let you know that I'm going to watch your stuff and stuff like that. And that's just the way the community works. Clint Hickey. Appreciate you, brother. I know probably you've seen me from whiskeychannel.com. Love those 2 over there, Kira and David. And I just appreciate you. Same with Kevin O'Keefe, subscribed. Andrew Barron and Freezer Bound Outdoors, who also has a channel. So check those channels out. Subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't you'll never have to pay a penny out of your pocket just to be subscribed to somebody, especially if you know that they support the people you love and the people you support. You should subscribe to those people, because they just that's just how we grow the community. That's how we all become better at coming together. And if you were at that junkies meet, which I'm going to be honest, I wasn't going to go at first, but man, I just saw like the overwhelming outpour of the community just coming together, and I was like, man, I got to be a part of it. So I went, and didn't regret it, because just met so many people that I only see in chats, or I only see in on streams and stuff like that, and it was just an awesome thing. I hope to be able to do that every year. Maybe not just the Bourbon Junkies, but maybe other get-togethers too. So that would be great. But yeah, there goes my rant. Already 10 minutes. I haven't even tasted this stuff. But I appreciate you. Hopefully, if you didn't want to hear all that stuff, that you forward down. Okay, stop now. Okay, now I'm going to get into the whiskey, but just wanted to appreciate, and tell you guys that I really appreciate you. I love you guys, and thank you for your support. Patreons again, love you guys. Thank you. And I'm trying to figure out how to add something that says thank you. I'm just going to have to put it on the page and just put it as a banner for everybody who's a Patreon, and just thank them that way, because I do not know how to add it. I've been try to add it to the videos, but it didn't add. But I digress. I just got through watching a movie tonight, Black Adam, and I only say one thing because I don't want to do any spoilers or anything like that, because I hate when people do that. But everybody dies. I'm just kidding. Not everybody doesn't die. Maybe. But no, the only thing I'll say about it is that it is one of the better DC movies that I've seen in a while. So I'm not getting paid by DC or whoever who's putting these movies out, but it's a pretty good movie if you're on the fence on it and stuff. It's actually a pretty decent movie to watch. So check it out if that's what you if you're able to. But let me get to the whiskey now. After all this time, I know. But let me swirl this. Let me show you the Glen here with the juice in it, and that it's got some legs for 90 proof. Oh man, 90 proof. You can smell the sweetness, the flavor, the richness of everything that's coming through the glass, man. It's just so good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I got a nose for being able to tell like an Indiana whiskey and a Kentucky whiskey. Don't ask me how. I just, for some reason, I can smell it. Sometimes I get mixed up when it's this right here. I could smell both these whiskeys in here. I don't know why. It just, you get hints of each one. To me, you get bolder flavors in a Kentucky whiskey, where you get more airy and lighter flavors in a Indiana whiskey. And this kind of like a mixture. It's like swirling around. You swirl the glass. Wow, that is so rich. Those legs are crazy on this 90 proof. I'm gonna taste it and just and then I'll go to this one. So cheers, everybody. Does not drink like a 90 proof. I had whiskey earlier. I had some cask strength earlier. It was the Belmead honey, and then I had some Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. I kind of blended them together because I make blends too myself. I'm somewhat of a chef. Follow me for any other mixing tips. But I blended those two. After I had some of the Belmead honey, I was drinking it with a friend on another channel, Melvin. Cheers to you, Melvin. But yeah, so, and right now I'm getting all the flavor, all the richness. The spice is crazy on this. That is just so good. This is in the running, in the top 10. Could be even higher than that, man. This is really good stuff. I know the price doesn't. And again, I don't like to talk prices when I'm talking about the whiskeys. I think I said the prices earlier, but because these prices have went up. These started off at like $100, maybe a little less, $80. Now they're up to like $120. While this one is between $120 and $150, depending on where you get it from. But man, if in 90 proof whiskeys, I normally don't I normally don't look at that and say, okay, that's going to be a good value. But I think the age, because you get the oak, sweet, the brown sugar, everything that you would think of as far as something that would make a whiskey rich and with depth of flavor, and this has it. And I was talking to Melvin and Troyman and Northwest Bourbon just a little while ago, and I was telling them I think Troyman said he was going to go look at getting this bottle, and I hadn't tasted it in a while, but I said from what I could remember, and man, this just all the memories just popped back from when I was having this pour with Adam, my brother. So took another drink. All right, man, that is so good, so sweet, so nice, so smooth when it goes down. Just really good flavors. I'm gonna take some water. Yesterday I didn't drink any water, and wow, I was just like, wow, all those flavors were just mixing together. But I could still separate the flavors for some reason. Because they were from different distilleries, it was a little bit easier. Now the Brown Formans were harder to do, but that's some high quality H2O. All right. So again, this is the Blood Oath. This is now should be a little bit on the spicier side. I don't think so. I don't see how it could get any spicier meatball than this right here. But this one is at 98.6, and that's supposed to represent your normal blood temperature, your temperature. 98.6 is supposed to be your normal temperature. So I ain't gonna lie, this one is so much better on the nose, so much more richer, so many flavors coming through. It ain't bad. Excuse me, that water. But this is a mix of 3 different whiskeys. This is a mix of maybe 6 different whiskeys, could be up to 7. So 6 or 7 whiskeys in this one, but they're all like from the Orphan Barrel product line. While this one is just using Kentucky whiskeys. One of the barrels, again, 8 years, aged, not disclosed, but it has the age of those barrels. So for all intents and purposes, it's an 8-year-old whiskey. I thought it was a 14-year 11-month because I was trying to find some information on it, and I thought it said 14-year 11-month, but that's probably one of the highest barrels as far as the age-wise that went into this. You could smell it on this. And I love me some Lux Row. I have a 12-year Lux Row, and man, I wish I could put it in this year's top whiskey. I got it, I think, sometime in the beginning of this year, but it's not of this year, so I'm not going to add it to the list of top 10, because it would easily be in the top 5. That is so good. If you see that out there, wow, especially for MSRP, grab that thing. I know the distillery often releases that in the distillery. I think it's the distillery only. Yeah, that's definitely really nice. A little bit more spice oriented, where this is sweet and spice. This is a little bit more spice oriented. Really nice flavors coming from those Calvados casks. Just so good. It is rich. It is nice. Did I show you the gland here? Let's see here. Yeah, that thing is also very coating at 98.6. I know it looked like I took 3 drinks in on that one, but for some reason it wasn't going in my mouth. That was weird. So I'm gonna taste this without cleansing my palate and seeing if the spice kind of overruns this spice, which I don't think so, because I'm getting a lot more spice on this, a lot more flavor, pepper spice on this, getting a little bit more cinnamon, a little bit more fruity flavors on this one. Man, that's so good. If I had to pick, this would be tough. This would be a tough one because they are both so good. I guess price-wise, you'd have to, if you find this at MSRP, you'd have to go with this one because you get that overall all balance. You get some of a lot of good spice on it. It's real easy, smooth going down. This one's a little bit easier, a little bit smoother going down, but I attribute that to that 90 proof, while this at 98.6. But it still has a nice tone, a nice spicy tone to it. Man, this is tough. I think Adam would say this one. My brother who supplied the channel with this bottle right here and hooked me up with this one. But I'm gonna say, man, I don't know. Does that help you all at all? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. But I'd have to flip a coin, and I'd go with whatever I can find. So if I can only find this one, I'm not gonna wait around to find this one. And when I see this one, I'm gonna buy it too. So, but that's just me because I love finding new whiskeys. I love being able to find out like the different profiles and flavors that you get from different whiskeys. And man, these are really good. I can't wait to share them with friends and family that come over. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you everybody again. Appreciate you, love you. Yeah, so thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking this journey with me, and hope you enjoy the video. Have a good morning, afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next one.